If you don't have allergies, you will by the end of the tour, maybe. She's got the best tomatoes. We're in bloom constantly. No matter what time of year you're in Charleston, there's always flowers out. And then if you peek across the yard to our right, you're going to see the back end of that khaki-colored building. We're going to go around the front of it, but I'm going to start talking about it now. That used to be our old Marine hospital. After the Civil War, that was the very first free school in Charleston for African Americans. And then in 1891, it became the Jenkins Orphanage. And it was founded by a man by the name of Reverend Daniel Jenkins. He saw a great need here in our city, and he took it upon himself to start this organization. He didn't wait for the churches to help him. He didn't wait for the government to help him. And he realized that the kids that were here, they needed something to aspire to, something to kind of spur them on. So he insisted that each child learn how to play an instrument. So they formed the Jenkins Orphanage Band, and they would play in front of their home on the sidewalk here for tips to support it. And it became world famous. They traveled to London, California, and they got up to New York City. And the conductor of the band, he had a very interesting dance that he would do to keep the band in tune, get the crowd excited. And the Flapper girls were pretty impressed with that dance, and they adopted it. And I think y'all can figure out what the name of the dance is. That's right, the Charleston. So formed right there on the sidewalk, which I think is pretty amazing. And if you get a chance on YouTube, they have some of the original footage of them out here performing. You can watch them. It's pretty awesome. And then we go from that to this. Just so you know, we are on a potter's field. We have at least 3,000 people up underneath us. No big deal. And this is our old city jail. And when I say old city jail, I mean this was the everybody jail. Your drunk takes, men, women, all in the same quarters. Built 1801. Oh, Ben. Okay. Oh. Continuous use all the way up until 1939. And that was actually when it was shut down by court order. At no point in time did this building ever have heat, electricity, running water. You have no bathroom. Good old days. You have no bathroom. They put shavings on the floor of your cell like a stall. The size of your cell, 10 by 10. 8, 9, 10 people crammed in there with you. You may or may not have had a window. If you did, there was no glass. It was exposed. We have temperature recordings in Charleston from 1753 of 95 degrees in the shade. And that does not include the 100% humidity. So you can imagine the disease, the smell. Your life expectancy was less than 3 months. You wouldn't make it to your trial. Over 14,000 people met their end. The last person to be executed there in 1911, a man by the name of Milo Duncan. When they hung him, it malfunctioned. Basically, he was strangled to death, so that's finally when we outlawed hanging. And even to this day, his family, they're still trying to overturn the conviction. They're pretty sure we executed an innocent man that night. And today it's a school for architecture. You can go learn how to do our restorations historically, properly. Boy. Good job. And it was used as a prisoner of war camp for the Union. During their stay there, though, they said that the lice were so badly infestated that when the Confederate guards would march down the hallways, they could hear the eggs just crunch under their feet. They would spend their day